Alright, what's good YouTube? This is your homeboy Origin Yoshi here with my next episode of League of Legends World Level 30. This episode is actually going to be post-commentated over because I recorded this off actually my own laptop, so I couldn't actually get a really good recording of this match. This match was actually played by me and my good friend, the Asian Link. I decided to play my all-time favorite character, Annie, the Dark Child. Yes. Alright, so for this episode, since I know this is post-commentated, I don't want this to become too dull. I'm going to actually, or actually also me just not talking about stuff. I'm going to actually talk about Annie as a character. Just hold on, what did I do with that stupid thing? Wow, I lose everything. Here we go. Alright, and I'm going to actually talk about all Annie's abilities and stuff, and explain how to play her for those who don't know. Seeing as Annie is my favorite character in the game. So, Annie is an AP mid. She's one of the best AP mids in the game at bursting a single target down. 1v1, Annie can easily burst down most targets if they don't build magic resist. And even if they do, a good Annie can just build an item or two and ignore all that. So Annie's passive is Pyromania. After Annie casts 4 spells, her next offensive spell will stun her enemy. This passive is a great passive, but it requires you to do quite a bit of micromanaging as Annie. This means as you're battling your opponent, if you keep casting spells, you can save that stun to make an aggressive play on your opponent, or you can just ignore her passive for a while and just use your spells to farm and stuff like that. You do have to pay attention to that spell though, that passive. Disintegrate is Annie's Q. Annie shoots a mana infused fireball, dealing magic damage to her target. The mana cost is refunded if it kills the target. This spell has a 4-second cooldown. You want to use Disintegrate to farm. The best idea when playing Annie is taking Disintegrate at level 1 and maxing it by level 9. Disintegrate is one of your main harassment tools and farming tools as Annie. At late levels, when built correctly, Annie can easily one-shot many minions with her Q. So you really want to max this thing first. Incinerate is Annie's W. Annie casts a cone of fire in front of her, dealing magic damage to all enemies in an area. Now, Incinerate, you want to get at level 2. This is the second spell you're going to max, because this is Annie's other main damage tool. I mainly use Incinerate if I'm A, pushing the lane, or B, there's like several minions who are low at once and I want to make sure I get the last hits on all of them. For the most part though, you really don't use Incinerate for farming because it wastes mana, unlike Disintegrate, which refunds you the mana. So you really have to be careful with that. Annie's E is Molten Shield. Annie places a magic shield around herself that increases her armor and magic resist. Additionally, enemies will be dealt magic damage whenever they use an auto attack on her while her shield is active. Annie's Molten Shield isn't that bad of a shield. It's kinda actually a built-in version of Thornmail for her. But honestly, I don't consider it too useful of an ability. It's not really that good. It's like honestly, it's probably just Annie's ability. No one really uses it for offensive purposes. This ability is more here just to help you build your stun up a little bit faster. Annie's ultimate is Summon Tibbers. Annie releases her teddy bear Tibbers from his toy prison, dealing magic damage to enemy units in the summon area for a limited time of 45 seconds. Tibbers can move around and attack at Annie's will, while continuously dealing magic damage to surrounding enemies. Now, Tibbers actually has a cooldown of 120 seconds. But that is from the moment of activation, not the moment Tibbers disappears. So Tibbers really has more like a 70-second cooldown. 75-second cooldown. The main thing, what you really want to do when you play Annie, and once you hit level 6, that's the time you go aggressive. Anytime before that, you really don't want to do anything too aggressive. You just want to use your Q to last hit a lot, and then once you get your oh, that was a lag spike. Once you get Tibbers, you wanna get your stun up and just wait till you have that moment to make the aggressive play. Sometimes a good defensive play is also another way to get kills with Tibbers. Annie's stun allows her to be both offensive and defensive. If you build up her stun and you're just sitting there waiting and you're just trying to last hit with auto attacks instead of using abilities, let's say a jungle gank comes in, you can use that stun to stun your ganker and just retreat back to turret. Or you can stun the ganker and turn the gank around them, killing them, and if they're too close to the AP mid, you might be able to catch both of them and deal massive damage to 2 targets at once. So there's a lot of things you have to take into consideration with Annie. I'm still about a minute, I'd say, from the first kill of the match. So we're just gonna sit here and I'm gonna find some stuff to talk about. Now, as you see, I'm mainly just last hitting with my Q and auto attacks. I do a little bit of stuff with my W, but honestly I really shouldn't be. That's me being dumb. But Annie also has one of the highest auto attack ranges in the game. So if you're really not that good at last hitting and you just want to kind of get used to doing a better job of it, Annie is a great character to just kind of learn with, in all honesty. But that is besides the point. Now we are just a little bit longer from that first blood scenario. Wait for it. Now here, nope, sorry, it's the next one Akali drops on me. Here, Akali's just throwing out some little chip damage. Between me and Akali, I'd say that Akali can beat me in a game of harassing, but I have more damage in general than she does. She's just really good at getting that quick harassing, especially at early levels. Now here, Akali dives onto me, bursting me very down. I was very confident that I would not have to worry about that. I got within turret range and she chased to try and finish me off, caught her with Tibbers for the stun, and then dropped all my abilities on her with barely enough mana to do all of that. Akali had a very, very good attack on me, but the truth is I knew how much damage I could do. I didn't freak out when it happened, and I just made sure I dropped everything on her. Now, as you can see, it's not too hard. It's really not that bad playing against people like Akali, and I actually haven't built much, if any, ability power. That is one thing I love about Annie. Early game, you don't have to rush ability power with her. You can just take your time and build other stuff. Whew, excuse me. Until you are ready to build your ability power. For example, after that kill on Akali, with all my minion farm and everything, I went back, finished my boots, got one Doran ring, and got a sapphire crystal. At this point, I'm building into a catalyst, which is going to become part of my Rod of Ages, which is the first item I build into. After that, I think I might rush a Rabadon's death cap after that. Can't remember off the top of my head. We'll see in my little item thing. But there. And then Tibbers is still on cooldown. In all honesty, with Annie, you don't want to make an aggressive play without Tibbers. It's really not a very recommended idea. Also, a good idea is if you only have 3 charges of stun and your E is up, move in for your aggressive play and activate your E on the way to it, because that'll build you your last stun. And right there, I actually did not have my stun. but I managed to get, I believe, one spell off in time, and then drop Tibbers with the stun in order to catch her. It's all about manipulating Annie's little stun halo. And wow, Lag City. Jeez. You really want to be careful. And having Tibbers also makes Annie relatively good at pushing lanes. Even if Tibbers doesn't have the best attack speed. So, what else? What else was I going to say? So there's that. You really want to focus on last hitting with her Q if you want to save mana. Because even though Annie does have a long auto attack range, her auto attacks only do but so much damage. And as you can see right now, I'm not afraid of this Kali, but I'm not being stupid. Even though walking into her shroud right there could be considered stupid. And here, I'm getting a little bit of chip damage. I caught her with my stun and then just backed off. At this point right now, I think I'm out chipping a Kali in our just harass battle. And the only mana I'm really losing is mana from when I'm harassing her. Nothing from me farming. Okay, I lost that from me farming because I'm a dumb. You do want to be careful though, because Akali, if you ever play an Akali, Akali is pretty quick at doing some fast damage, especially later in the game. Because right now I dominate her, but no matter how badly I kind of suppress her, she still becomes a pretty bad threat late game. I'm pretty sure, because if I remember, wow, that was a waste of my flash. I did not mean for that to happen. You know what? I know what I tried to do. I tried to flash ult Akali, but she threw her shroud down right after I hit the button to flash. So I'm just like, oh crap, I can't go in on this. I don't know where she is. Which does suck. But I have Tibbers up. Now I'm just waiting. Waiting patiently. Just farming. Just gonna let Akali think that she's safe. And then, eventually I'm just gonna... Right there. She what? And here, I dive in with the kill because I got Tibbers. And get the Q. And another ability, and boom, she's dead. That Tibbers actually makes it so that Annie can safely turret dive very easily. Just the only thing is, once Tibbers starts attacking an enemy or dealing damage to one, the turret will aggro Annie. Because right now, right there, it didn't aggro Annie, but if Tibbers had gotten a hit off on Akali, it would have aggroed her. But it was good that it didn't, because it allowed me to get into range and get that Q off real quick that finished Akali off. Alright, and here is where I do something and I mess up big time. In an attempt to try and help my top lane push a little bit, I attempt to go up and gank top, which isn't a bad idea. I try to go behind, hoping that my top lane will see me there and push, because that's what they're supposed to do in that situation. They push the lane, and then I come in from behind, turret dive, we get kills, they push, we're all good. Everybody happy face. Well, my team didn't do a great job. Well, they didn't do too bad of a job, and Jarvan was smart. As you can see, he ulted me and caught me in his ult, and it kept me in turret range. Unfortunately, I died because of it. I died because of my mistake. And Akali actually gets a double kill because I wasn't mid, so I didn't know where she was. Which is my fault, I'll admit. I admit it. It was my fault. Don't you love it when stuff is your fault? But it's whatever. It happened. Why get mad about it? I actually tell their Jarvan nice ult. Because the Jarvan tried to be a real smart ass and just be like, oh, nice gank, Annie. I'm just like, whatever. Nice ult, though. So, yeah, now I've returned to mid to try and clear this lane out. Get some more farming done. I do have my ult once again. So, if Akali does try to do anything, which I'm quite sure she will, I have the resources to take her down. And there, I think I just used that Incinerate to get a quicker charge on my stun. Like, see, right here, I believe I'm at full charges, and I'm no longer using spells. Because I actually kind of want to be aggressive. And here, I think my minions took that turret down while I was out doing something top. There, you see, I'm kind of zoning Akali away from her minion farm. What I'm mainly trying to do is I want her to come up and try to fight me for her minion farm. That's the main thing I want, because if she does fight me for it, I can easily turn it around on her. And see, there we go, and bam, and she barely manages to escape that, but I chase and can't get that last attack in, which does make me sad. I burned my flash to try and do that, but I have forced the Akali out of lane successfully. I don't know why I'm recalling. I really don't. I didn't have, it's from the looks of it, I didn't even have the money to buy anything. Like, I didn't have the money to finish my Rod of Ages or anything. It was just me recalling. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I going through like junk? You know what? I started to head bot for a second, but then people started dying on the other team, so I didn't care anymore. And here Akali's then tried to push the lane some more, once again. Silly Akali. Silly Akali? And as you can see, Akali now has hit the point where she can out-chunk me. So that's pretty bad, and I recognize this, so I'm like, okay, I have to be careful around her because she's crazy. Like, really, like, I'm really actually a little scared of her at this point. So at this point, I'm just kind of just chilling out, just farming up. And I'm doing a pretty successful job farming with my auto attacks right now. And then I get a quick Q in and farm something. My stun is down right now, and so I'm using the abilities kind of just to build my stun. Which, as I've said, that's like an amazing idea when you just use abilities, build your stun, you're good. And there, I have my stun. I expected Akali to try and dive me. Here, I'm playing with fire really badly right now because I'm so low health. I expect Akali to try something though, which she does, and it results in her dying. I really was playing with fire. I think I was single-digit health. I'm pretty sure I was single-digit health. Like, I tell her 10 HP, but I think I might have been lower than that. So yeah, just really close, really dangerous what I did there, but it did pay off. See, playing this game is all about knowing what to expect from your enemy champions and knowing what to expect from your own champion, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you don't know what your champion can do, because that'll lead you to just dying. Or you don't want to be up against a champion where you're like, okay, what can I do? I have no idea who this person is. That is bad. That is very bad. That is very, very bad. You never want to be in that situation. And like, what you want is you want to just be like, okay, this is what I'm playing. They can do X, Y, Z in the third. I'm good. Why am I standing there being cute? A little fun fact, Annie actually had the same name as my girlfriend, which is kind of the reason why I learned to play her so well, but I still liked her just because she's a great champion to play. It's a funny coincidence that my favorite champion in this game has the same name as my girlfriend. Here's Akali trying to get some chunk damage on me again, which she actually did a pretty bad job of it. But yeah, because now I have more health thanks to Rod of Ages. Rod of Ages just makes you so much more tanky, which is why I built it first on Annie, since she isn't too reliant on her AP, and my rune pages and masteries give me a decent amount of AP, so I'm not even worried about all that. So here I have my stun built. Tibbers is up again. Like I said, once you get Tibbers, it comes off cooldown so fast. Tibbers is your press R to win button. Just put it that way. When you have Tibbers up and an enemy is within range, press R, you win. Just a little tip: when you get into team fights in late game, especially as Annie, I think I showed off a couple times. I'm not sure if I do a great job at it though. You really want to. What was that? Why did I just do that? Oh, you know what? I'm building my stun on the way to where I'm going. But yeah, what you really want to do is you want to ult and catch as many people as possible. Like there, my ult didn't have its stun with it, but it was still enough to deal a nice chunk of damage. Got down. I actually saved Riven, I think. So that's good. It's always good. Saving teammates is always fun and good. So now I think me and Tibbers will actually take this turret. Oh, nope, just me, not Tibbers. But yeah, like, first off, just to let you know, if you're playing mid, if you ever get your lanes pushed to the turret, to where your minions are now dying to turret aggro, if you have a nice group of minions, go and gank top or bot. Because you're useless to everyone if you're just standing there mid, just waiting for minions that aren't getting really far. When you go and gank, it causes your minion wave to go back to the middle of the lane or close to your turret so you can get some easy farming. And it also makes it so that now you can get a quick gank off somewhere and then get back and return to farming. That's a little tip from me. I am honestly not the best at this game. I am the type of person who I understand concept more than actual execution. Here, I don't have all my abilities. I don't have Tibbers off cooldown, but I'm trying to help. So what I'm doing is, I'm just kind of going in, just doing what I can. Yeah, they're really going in for me though. And I catch Garen right under the turret. Get just enough damage. Just look at that. It's like they don't know what they're up against. Here I'm really low though, and I really am playing with fire this time. Like, what I'm doing is very dangerous. Although I'm dodging attacks quite well. So I don't know what I'm doing actually. I'm kind of just chilling here. If you ever see me use Incinerate and hit nothing, that's either A, a misclick, which only a couple of them are honestly, or B, me trying to build more stun. We have Blitzcrank here coming and taking a lot of my farm. And that's another thing. Please don't take your mid's farm. It's really not a good idea, because you want your mid to get really well farmed. So please don't take their farm. And we have some teammates going down. I get my needlessly large rod and my blasting wand. So yeah, I am building into a Rabadon's death cap. So at this point now, once I finish my Rabadon, actually right now even, I have so much burst, I can burst any person on their team. Which is pretty darn good if I do say so myself. I just like being able to burst people really fast. So now we got Blitz right there dealing with Akali. Akali doesn't fear me, really. Oh, here we have Garen and Jarvan up top. They're just pushing that lane as far as they can. And they're getting pretty darn far. Oh, maybe that's Garen and Teemo. Which actually would make sense more than Garen and Jarvan. Jarvan, he's helping. This Jarvan actually was really good. I was a little sad about that. I wanted to have an idiot Jarvan so that he could just screw his team over and just be like, I'm Jarvan, I'm helping. And me and Akali duel it out, but ooh, Teemo comes in out of nowhere, splitting my attention from Akali. Now, 1v1 Akali was dead, 1v1 Teemo was dead, 2v1 they could take me. Did not know Teemo was there, which really made me sad. That Teemo gank too strong. That Teemo gank did make me just a little mad though, cause I'm just like, grr. But it's whatever. It really did make me sad though. I think actually I should start playing with SmartCast and actually play better like that. For those of you who don't know, you can set your key bindings so that your abilities will cast off of what's called SmartCast. Now, this is just for those of you who don't know what it is. If you know what it is, then ignore me. Smart casting allows you to just hit your ability button and your ability will automatically be used, and your mouse will be telling it what to target. So let's say I wanted to use Incinerate. If I just had my mouse in the direction of the enemies I wanted to catch with it, and I hit W, it would automatically cast and take those guys out. Oh my goodness. I just lagged so hard for a second. Now here, I'm heading bot to try and help my team out. Don't know what's really going on here, just I know something's happening. So I'm just gonna kinda on the move. And my team is kinda losing this fight. My boy Dylan does give himself a double kill though. I take down that Teemo because he was really getting on my nerves. Revenge. And that Garen was on the move. Make everything better, Teemo Shroom. So yeah, we're not catching Garen at all. That Teemo Shroom actually did make me really mad. I'm just like, stupid enemy Teemo. Like, it honestly tempted me to buy oracles just so that I could take those things out. But you know, that's fine. I'm just on the move to mid. I actually cleared a Wraith camp right there. 1W clears the entire Wraith camp. I tried that later and it doesn't work. But 1W cleared the entire Wraith camp and gave me a nice chunk of gold. So I'm pretty happy about that. But I think one of my teammates was about to take the Wraith camp, but I beat them to it. But that's whatever. Now, Teemo's over here taking Dragon. Now, Annie's honestly terrible for taking Dragon, but instead of just complaining, I just kind of just cast all my spells once they're off cooldowns. The truth is, when it comes to taking Dragon and Baron, Annie's terrible. You really don't want Annie to try. When something like that happens, Annie's not the type of person who you want to help. And there we go, Turbo's ult catching multiple enemies. That was a picture perfect Annie ultimate. And that was actually a good juke by Akali, I will admit. I probably should have stayed on my side of the shroud, and we probably could have caught her, but that's alright. But that was picture perfect. My stun was up, and I caught 2 of the enemy team members. That is what you want to do in a team fight. You want to catch as many people with that as many people as possible. Excuse me, I just thought about that sentence. That was terrible grammar. If they're trying to do something, if you can catch a bunch of them clumped up, you gotta drop that ult on them. And here we go, just gonna help a teammate out, and bam, secure that kill. Just good kills for days. That's really what you need to do as Annie. And look, I have red buff now. Whew. I'm guessing those 2 were taking our red buff. Oh, Jarvan, you're helping so well. At this point, I'm just trying to get top lane kind of pushed. So, you see, I'm using Incinerate a lot to farm here. But that's more so because I'm trying to push the lane, like I said. Incinerate actually scales the best off Annie's AP. Even though all of her abilities scale pretty well, Incinerate just gets the biggest boosts from it. It's only slightly. Like, I believe Annie's Q and ult both scale at 0.7 per AP. And Annie's W, Incinerate scales at 0.75 per AP, which isn't bad. It's actually not bad at all. It's actually one of the higher scaling rates I've seen. Like, I believe the highest random tangent. I believe the highest scaling AP ability in the game is Nunu's Ultimate Absolute Zero, which I believe scales at 2.5 per AP. Here's me with the coming from behind, trying to catch him off. Very good job on my team. I was a little sad about that, seeing as I did ult him, but I'm not gonna complain. Now just gonna run around like a little cute girl. And here I actually go to take the Wraith camp. I know Akali's there because of that, and I don't care. I'm just trying to take the Wraith camp. And they try to do something, and it brings them out of the bushes. Now here, I am bait. I am cute and tasty bait. And they come out of the bush. They came out a little too far. I don't have my stun up though, so... Oh, Garen tries to get away, but... Nope. Chuck Testa. Garen thought he could get away, but that Annie auto attack too strong. Oh jeez. But yeah, as I was saying before, Absolute Zero, Nunu's ult Absolute Zero is the highest scaling AP ability in the game, which is rather impressive. Which, if you build AP, that ability really hurts. But this Teemo is too fast. He's just too fast. Like, I couldn't catch him. Like, I had my stun up and everything. I wasn't catching Teemo. And the friggin' Teemo shrooms. Now I gotta wait for the damage to go away, and then try to B again. At this point, I have a really nice chunk of gold. I have no idea what my record is. Oh my goodness. And Akali got the jump on me. She had more health and more damage than me at that point. And I was in the middle of her shroud and couldn't see her. If I could have been able to see Akali, she would have been so dead. But that was not the case. Akali made a good play. I'm not happy about it, but she made a good play. So yeah, I'm dead now. I'm now building into an Archangel staff, which will give me a little more spam ability. Oh, it's not so much spam ability I'm even worried about at this point, because once I built my Rod of Ages, I really didn't care about my mana anymore. It wasn't an issue. But the Archangel Staff will give me a little bit more mana, and it'll actually give me ability power for all the mana I have, which is very good. So I forget what the fourth ability power item I built after the Archangel Staff was, because I do know that I finished my ideal Annie build. And Garen kills Blitz, and then Teemo with the double kill. What am I doing? Why am I being cute? Stop it. I was probably trying to figure out what item I was building next. So I do have quite a bit of gold right here. And now we push down bot lane. And here our team decides, hey, let's go get Baron. Or I think they might have been doing Baron actually. I don't know. I forget. So we all run the Baron real quick, and I forget what happened here. Just got massively slowed down. Okay, Baron's all good right there. And here I go to try and help my boy Teemo out, because I know something's going on over here. Or at least something was, and Teemo killed the person. Now here we see a Kali, so I'm trying to build my stun up real quick. And there I catch them with my ult. My W is the item that is the attack that gets the stun off. I believe I flash and get the Q off for the kill. I love my little Annie. Annie's so awesome. And what was I doing? I forget what I was doing right there. I was just standing there. So we know Kali's still in her shroud somewhere. Oh no, she dipped on us. So I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, right here, we're just trying to push down mid lane some more. And I think we do get this tier 2 tower right here. Someone popped the heal for some reason. I tried to catch as many people that stun as possible with my Incinerate, but did a very bad job at it, unfortunately. I admit that. I catch everybody with that Incinerate. And once again, I am on a killing spree. That is just awesome. Sorry, I kind of missed everything that just happened in that entire team fight. And I don't feel like going back and re-recording that little section, because it's a long video, so. Here, my friend the Asian Link tries to steal this Wraith camp from me. Silly Asians. And now we decide, hey, let's push bot lane some. Yeah. At this point I have more than enough mana, my stun and all of my abilities are up. Oh, and I take one turret shot. And Teemo slays Dragon for the team. I don't think I'm planning on using any of my abilities right here because I have everything up, so I could easily burst an unweary target down. Oh, but there's an ability, and here comes Akali immediately after. And my good friend the Agent Link stands in the middle of her shroud. And I really can't do much for him. If I had my stun up though, I might have been able to catch all of them. Because that Incinerate just did so much damage, especially to that Teemo. But I digress. And we continue to wait. And wait. And wait. Oh, you know what? I know I build now. I build into a Will of the Ancients to give me some Spell Vamp and what was it? To give me Spell Vamp and something. What was I saying? I built into Will of the Ancients to give me more Spell Vamp and some more ability power. There we go. I'm stupid today. So now we try to push top lane back out. I think from this point I may only die one more time in a match, if I remember correctly. And I was sad. I actually wanted the match to go on longer than it did because at the very end of the match I finished my build, but it's like, what's the point? But it's whatever. Now I'm kind of just roaming around, taking a look at stuff. Our red buff is gone because somebody took it, which kind of just had me like debug. Oh, and the other team is trying to do Baron. I flash in, have my stun, and ult to try and catch as many people as possible. But they do manage to get Baron and get out with minor casualties. But oh, there's that Akali. That Akali. But that Blitzcrank. Cutting off her escape route. Oh, but that Ribbon. That teamwork. Ribbon just ulted straight through her little shroud. So yeah. Even with Baron, the team is still kind of screwed. We're playing just a really good game, my team. This is actually my second game in a row with this exact team. The one dude friended everyone and re-invited us all, and we just had like 2 great matches in a row. Me and Blitzcrank decided, hey, we can take this turret and just bounce. But I see this blue buff here and I think I want it. It's tasty. I do take this blue buff for myself though because I figured I could use it. I figured, what's the point of not taking a blue buff? I mean, blue buff, it gives me cooldown reduction, and then it also gives me all this other good stuff. So, like, I really had no reason not to take it. And at this point, I kind of realized the only person on their team who's a threat to me is Akali. Like, without trying to be mean or anything, but no one on their team really has been dealing enough damage to me to kill me other than Akali. Because Teemo's damage takes time, Garen's damage takes time, Akali's straight up burst. And that's really the only way you can kill me at this point. Although Garen was tanky enough to survive my quick burst. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just running around. Oh, this happens. We have a. I think this is where we have our epic and ridiculously long stalemate at their turret. So now we're just all chilling. Nothing's really happening. Just chill out. Just chilling. Just keep chilling. Just keep chilling. Just keep chilling. Chilling. Like, this is just a really long stalemate. A couple of the people I think still have their Baron buff, and it's just like a waste of their buff because they're on defense. The whole point of a Baron buff is you get it, then you get really offensive and aggressive. And you go for like a game-winning push, which is not what they're currently able to do. They're currently able to do no such thing, and a nice incinerate. At this point, my Tibbers will be back up in 3 seconds. So now I'm kind of just chilling out. But as you can see, Tibbers comes up really fast, so it's like you can get lots of really good kills off in a match with Annie just by ulting. Let's see what else. Let's go. Come on. Here's just like a huge stalemate. At this point, I'm waiting for that Teemo, and I catch him. 3 quick spells and Teemo goes down. And you know, those 3 quick spells are all I really needed too. Cause we took Teemo out and then got really aggressive really fast. Ooh, but that Kali, her burst is too strong. See, I finished my water, and now I start building into the final item. I have basically all the ability power I'm going to get in the match though. Uh-oh, Demacia. Demacia. Oh, we got Teemo on all of them. They're all pushing. I believe I have a chainmail vest in there right now, and that's because I'm building into my final item, my defensive item. And I believe I build a Guardian Angel to finish off my Annie build. And my team is basically just been like all going down. Yep, at this point I believe I'm the only one still up for my team. Oh no, it might be now. Yeah, I think now I'm the only person. My team said that I should see if I could take Dragon, but here's the thing: Annie's not good for taking Dragon or Baron. She's probably it's honestly just a waste of mana for her to try. Like, I probably could have done it, but I guess at this point in the stage in the game, it's not that big of a deal, mana. So I probably should have just went and did it. But also, here's the thing: I don't know where the other team was. Like, none of them who are up are being shown. Excuse me. None of them are being shown. So it's like, oh, I take Dragon. I don't take Dragon that fast. Well, at least I don't think I would. And like, they just kill me and rape me before I could take it. Now here, I'm almost have enough gold to finish my Guardian Angel. I just need a little bit more. My good friend Agent Link is just like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna let you farm. And then that minion I was working on for so long, he takes it from me. And here at this point, I believe I actually have enough gold for my Guardian Angel. And I think I recognize that because I joined my team for a second, and I think I beat go and get it. No, I clear this Wraith camp, I think. Then I go and get it. Quick clear, and then I think right here I beat and go back and get my Guardian Angel. Which is kind of too little too late, because at this point, honestly, my team has already won. We're pushing into their base right now with 4 members. Me being the one who went back to base. And now I have my GA. And by the time I get there, everyone's dead. So sad. Just look at that cuteness. Look how cute she is. Just so cute the way she's skipping down mid lane. Oh, Annie. So adorable. Just so adorable. And Teemo just cleaning house. And at this point, other team is lost, nothing they can do. Because I think the Olaf actually DC'd. Which does, yeah, Olaf DC'd. But that was game. A wonderful game as Annie. So I hope you guys enjoyed my gameplay as Annie. If you have, do me a favor, leave me a comment and a like. Tell me how you like this post-commentary style I've done where I talk about the character and everything. Please, just note, I'm actually level 29 in my League of Legends account, so I'm pretty close to being done road to level 30. And also, probably a bunch of my matches are going to end up being like this one, where they're going to end up having to be post-commentator after, because I have to record them on my laptop. Now, once I hit level 30, which is less than 1,000 experience, only a couple hundred left, does that mean there's going to be an end of me posting League of Legends videos? No. I actually have already planned for a different series to follow League of Legends Road to level 30. Just the only problem with that is I'll have to probably wait till almost the end of the year, because I'm waiting to get my new computer to do all that. So guess that's it. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have, leave me a comment and like, and please subscribe. Peace, and deuce. See ya.